This is Tank's vlog for January 14, 2018, wrapping up today in sports. The first half of divisional playoff weekend is over in the NFL, as the two #1 seeds survived on Saturday in advance, meaning they will be hosting their conference championship games next Sunday. In the NFC, the Eagles were actually the underdog facing the #6 Atlanta Falcons. You know, the Falcons last year, they should have won the Super Bowl before choking. And I'm not joking. And they're playing well, the Falcons, 10-6. They beat the Rams last week in Los Angeles. And the Eagles, they had their doubts. I mean, Nick Foles, who's going to really trust Nick Foles? But the Eagles' defense stepped up, played a good game, completely shut down the Falcons' offense, especially in the second half, where the Falcons didn't get anything going. I mean, the only touchdown the Falcons scored in this game was after a fumbled punt there. I mean, that's it. That's the only points they put on the board. The only touchdown. And Eagles got 3 field goals by Jake Elliott, even though he missed an extra point when they scored their only touchdown. And that was enough for a 15-10 win. Now, the Falcons did drive deep into Philadelphia territory. But on the last consequential play of the game, Julio Jones fell on his face. And that was all she wrote. He got up, he couldn't make the catch. And that was it. That was the end. And then the Falcons committed unforced mistakes. They had the Eagles pinned at their 1-yard line as they're trying to run out the clock. But then they commit a encroachment penalty, gives the Eagles 1st and 5, which gives them the room and space they need to get a first down to clinch the game. It's incredible the mistakes the Falcons continually make when the spotlight is on. And it happened again today. And in the nightcap, it was just domination. Domination in Foxborough. You kind of expected it. The Titans did not belong on that field with the Patriots. And what's sad is the Patriots get every freaking call. A phantom offensive pass interference penalty. I mean, there was plenty of bad calls that went against the Titans, and it wasn't even needed. I mean, the Patriots would have killed them without those calls, and the Patriots got the calls makes it even worse. 35-10. Game, 35-14. The only point when this game was in doubt was the first quarter. It was like the Patriots said to the Titans, okay, Titans, we'll let you win the first quarter. We'll take a 7-0 lead. And then they just, they almost laughed. And then 21 points later, 21-7 lead at the half. And that was all she wrote. The Patriots are like that arrogant kid on the playground that knows they're better than everyone. They go out there, they spot the other team an early lead, and then they just come out and just crush them the rest of the way. It truly is depressing. I mean, can someone please beat this team for the sake of everyone's sanity? I mean, they're a very good team that's coached well. I think some of their parts are better than each individual player on that team. That somehow Brady's at the age of 40 still playing good. And that we got a coach that just knows how to get the right mix out of his players. And the rest of the league is just so mediocre that when they come up against the Patriots, it's just the Patriots just know how to push the right buttons and win the game. And that's why they're going to win another Super Bowl. Just someone knocked them off. please. NBA, the Wizards needed overtime to beat the Nets 119-113. It was the Lakers winning their fourth straight, 107-101, ever since LeVar Ball went to Lithuania. 126-105 was the score as the Clippers beat the Sacramento Kings. It was the Thunder over the Hornets, 101-91. The Warriors held off a late rally by the Raptors, winning 127-125 in Toronto. It was the Bulls edging the Pistons 107-105, and the Spurs in a rout over the Nuggets 112-80. NHL, bye week over, but the Devils' struggle continued. 6 straight losses now. This team is, this is what I worried about. They are now falling apart. 5-3 loss at home to the Flyers. If this continues, soon they will be back down at the bottom of the Metropolitan Division. This is the Devil team that was on the ice tonight looked like the team from last year that at the end of the year just was so unwatchable. It looked like they actually quit. I mean, it's the point now. Are we really gonna think about getting a new coach in here? And Corey Schneider, horrible game. You know, sometimes I wonder if Keith Kincaid is actually the better goalie. It was just a disgraceful performance tonight. They had 2 early leads, but just got their doors blown off in the third quarter. Poor defensive effort all around. Final score 5-3 for the friggin' Flyers. The 2 New York teams met on the ice in New York, and the Rangers got bulldozed by the Islanders 7-2. It was the Penguins 4-1 over the Red Wings. The Bruins needed a shootout to beat the Canadiens 4-3. The Wild over the Jets 4-1. The Avalanche 4-1 over the Stars. The Oilers beat the Golden Knights in Vegas, leading overtime 3-2. The Ducks doubled up the Kings 4-2, and it was the Sharks with a 6-5 overtime win over the Coyotes. Today's 3 stars are Tom Brady of the Patriots, Matthew Barzal of the Islanders, who had a 5-point night for New York's other team, beating the Rangers. 2 goals, 3 assists. And DeMar DeRozan, who had 42 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists, as the Raptors nearly came back to beat the Warriors. Today's birthday shout-out goes to former Mets top prospect Mike Pelfrey, who was a major disappointment. He got on to the Twins, White Sox. He's bounced around. He's unsigned as of right now, but he turns 34. Who knows if he'll ever come back again. And we take a look back at Super Bowl VII, the culmination of the perfect season for the Miami Dolphins. 14-7 win, the lowest scoring Super Bowl ever. You know, I've actually watched this Super Bowl. It was not a good game. As much as I hate to say it. It was probably one of the dullest Super Bowls ever played. 14-7, though, was the final. And the Dolphins finished season 17-0. So check out the full story of Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. Good day.